where does this lead? I mean, are they going to take away a pick in 2037? Because, I mean, the Heat don't have picks for like 40 years anyway. So what's going to happen? I'm not worried about any money fine. The Arisons can handle a $500,000, $1 million, or $5 million, whatever the fine is. They can handle that. I'm not going to cry the river for them. But are they going to lose a draft pick in 30 years from now?
Well, first of all, because I'm just starting here on the Big O show, is profanity allowed or discouraged? You tell me.
No, I mean, I don't want you to go on a sexual tirade.
Okay. I'll use the euphemism.
But if a shit and an F-bomb drops, I'm all right with it. That's all right.
I think this is total BS. I'll put it that way. You can spell it out if you want or whatever. And this is the reason.
Because it's bullshit.
This is not tampering. This is what I wrote a story in the Sun Sentinel. I spoke to an attorney involved in the situation. This is what they call gun jumping. The Heat acted too early. Or did they? For this reason, the Heat spoke to the Toronto Raptors at the trading deadline. I know I'm going to sound like a houseman here also, and I know you don't like that in any of your guests, but let me just get to the end of this. So the Heat at the trading deadline spoke to the Toronto Raptors. They said, who do you want in a trade for Kyle Lowry? They were given a list. The Heat said, Tyler Hero, no. Duncan Robinson, no. Oh, you like Precious Achiuwa? We'll bank that information. That's good to know. Okay, why are you considering trading Kyle Lowry? We're considering trading Kyle Lowry because he wants X, Y, and Z in free agency. Basically, a 3-year contract takes him up to age 38, the NBA limit for long-term contracts. There's an over 38 rule, used to be over 36, and he wants about $90 million. Okay, that's good knowledge. Hey, Masai, we'll get back to you when free agency starts. So you approach free agency, and Pat Riley goes to Andy Ellisberg. Well, they know we re-signed Duncan Robinson 5 years, $90 million. We've made clear, because we could have so many times, we're not trading Tyler Hero yet. So Precious Achiuwa, God bless him, is available. Now, what's a matching salary that Kyle Lowry, if he wants around $90 million, maybe we'll give him $85 million. What matches in the NBA salary cap math with that? Oh, if we pick up Goran Dragic's team option, and that salary, 19.4 to the rookie scale contract of Precious, we can build a 3-year, $85 million contract. Okay, it's Sunday evening. We feel pretty good. Oh, free agency starts at 6 p.m. Monday? Cool. Oh, we're allowed to talk to the Raptors about personnel trades for players under contract? Okay, we're going to call him Sunday and saying, hey, we just picked up Goran Dragic's team option. You like him? And Toronto's going, we might be able to move him to the Mavericks or something else. That's interesting. What about Precious Achiuwa? Do you still like him? And the Mavericks go, well, you know what? He looked pretty interesting playing for Nigeria and the national team. Hey, those are names we really like. And thank you, Patrick Riley, for giving me a call. And Andy, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. 6 o'clock comes around. The Heat calls Toronto. So are we still good with Achiuwa and Dragic for Lowry? They go, yes. We go, okay, we're going to call Mark Bartelstein his agent. See if he's still good for 3 years, $90 million. What do you know? He's good for 3 years, $85 million. Meanwhile, Mark Bartelstein goes, you know what? I have interest. This is just me summarizing. I have interest from Dallas and from the Pelicans. I'll give them a call. They're not going to pay the 3rd year guaranteed. Hey, pretty simple. Let's do a deal. Now, I'm not saying that all gets done in 19, 18, or 20 minutes, but there's the groundwork there. So long story short, if they were gun jumping, it's still possible, but it also could be something that's lined up a lot easier than the Lonzo Ball trade from Chicago. All of that said, do they want to make an example? And I'm going to come back with another screed here in a second. Do they want to make an example of the Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls? Yes, they do. Will they take a draft choice? I think they will. I don't think it's fair, but I don't think everything is fair in the Adam Silver, David Stern, NBA set the rules. And even though you could not trade successive first-round picks,
CP3 and the Lakers, not everything is fair.
Right. So even though you can't trade successive first-round picks, it doesn't mean you can't be penalized them. The Heat's 2023 pick, lottery protected, goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder as of now. That was part of the trade the Heat made and the machinations for some of their other recent trades. So we understand that. So that pick is going out. The NBA could conceivably take the Heat's 2022 first-round pick. Is it fair? No, it's not always fair. And you know what? Draft choices and Pat Riley, you move on. And keep this in mind, Big O, and I'm sorry for being long-winded here. The Heat's 2022 first-round pick is part of this unbelievable machinations with the Rockets and the Brooklyn Nets, where the Heat gets the worst pick of those picks. I think we all agree, with a mostly healthy Harden and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, The Nets will probably draft in the late 20s. They'll be one of the 3, 4, 5 best teams in the league. So you're talking about possibly giving up the number 25 pick. What the heck? We got Kyle Lowry.